Hey guys, Novaexplosion, welcome back to more Metaphor ReFantazio. Let's load this up. We just got some crazy story stuff with the Elda and the Prince. Everything revealed about that, it was all insane. We made our way back to the capital and now we have silver hair, which I'm still not really used to, but I don't really hate it. Anyway, let's head on over to the Hushed Honeybee Inn and see what happens with the story. I feel like it's like the end of the game because Luis has like his giant sky palace, so I'm like, you know? We'll see how it goes.
Everyone, I'm glad you made it back in one piece. Since you left, Luis's following has only grown.
Have you changed? You're still the same person, aren't you?
'Tis quite a story, but it deserves explaining. I only hope you can believe us.
Alright, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. I had thought all this business with declaring yourself the prince was a well-meaning bluff, but under the deception, you were, in fact, the actual prince. Is that right?
It sounds even crazier when you say it.
Still, I mean, how do you get the whole country to believe your story? Is that even possible?
Frankly, I doubt it. We've just seen firsthand how far we'll get trying to talk the people down.
Then what will you do? If this goes on?
But you're still you, yes?
Yeah, more or
You
less.
came to help everyone, just like you helped me before, right?
Yes, that's right. It'll all turn out fine.
Good.
I'm still not used to the silver hair and double blue eyes, by the way.
I see. So, even if no one believes you, you're still determined to settle the score with Luis head on?
Even so, the gulf between us is wider than ever. The people have all but named him their champion. With so little time, a guileless appeal to the public may fall on deaf ears.
Hard luck for the honest knight. And not much room left for civil debate now that Luis is openly advocating killing his opposition. Well, that ship sailed when the king's magic faded. Anyway, if there is a key to turning the tide, first place I'd look is the castle in the sky. You saw how violent and volatile the city folk are now, but I don't think it's as simple as fearing Luis. I've been keeping an eye on the royal capital while you were off on your jaunt through the woods. Frankly, the change in public sentiment was too sudden, unnatural. It's as if they've been collectively drained of their sanity, and if I had to guess what's causing it...
Maruki. Is Maruki back doing up to no good things along with Azathoth?
You're implying it's Luis's doing? All the eeriness in the sky. Is that because...
By the way, I'm really glad, because I was really starting to think, right? Like, when Luis died, air quotes, and then they brought him back in a really lackluster way, I was like, alright, they keep Luis. I was still thinking, like, oh, what if they, like, have us fight Luis, and then they have, like, a god or something replace Luis, or, like, some kind of monstrous human, or, like, otherworld deity replace Luis? I'm really glad, like, they stuck with Luis till the end. I still think the Luis revival was really weak in terms of writing. Like, I wish they handled that a little bit differently. The whole, like, oh, like, you don't actually beat Luis because, like, that'd be anticlimactic. Which we didn't. I still wish they handled that better, but in the grand scheme of things, I'm glad they kind of stuck to Luis till the end. Like, he's always been the big bad, like, the main antagonist. Like, they didn't... Other than the thing with Rella, but that was so minor. Other than that, they really haven't steered attention away from Luis, and I like that about this game.
Don't know, but the change in the citizens is certainly odd. If something really is forcing it, that means we might still have a chance to fix it.
what Luis is doing in the royal palace. Whether or not he truly desires a world overrun by humans, we know his mind until we won't know his mind until we confront him.
On the other hand, it may well be bait for a trap.
We have no other choice.
Trap or not, we have no other choice.
Then it's settled. Head to the royal palace and put a stop to whatever Luis is cooking up. With that Skyrunner, you're the only ones who can.
They're probably gonna give us like a giant deadline, right? Because I have a lot of followers to max out and royal virtues to finish.
And we'll fight in the ways we can too. We'll make sure the whole kingdom hears that the real prince is back after all the strife he's been through.
Because there cannot be more game after the Sky Palace. The Sky Palace has to be the final dungeon.
Indeed. If you can make things better, you might just inspire everyone to remember their own hopes and dreams. Maria's been terribly patient, waiting for you and believing in you. It'd be nice to see her smile again.
Right.
If Luis is behind all these disturbances, just stopping him will only help us in the approval ratings. If we can restore civility and rational thought, it'll pave the way to defeat Luis. We must press on with fate in that.
I'll always believe in you. We'll all do our best, so you can be a good king.
Indeed. If we win, I suppose you really will be king.
I have wanted to be king since the start of this game, so...
We're counting on you, O king.
'Tis too late today for a grand charge, I fear. Let us take a night's rest, and on the morrow, we make for the castle.
I'm not going to that castle immediately. I have a bunch of other stuff to do. Surely this castle is like the final dungeon.
What to pick?
Otherwise, I'm gonna start to feel like the game's dragging its feet, if there's more after the palace.
Oh, it's Mister.
No matter what happens, you're still you to me, mister. I'm gonna keep cheering you on forever. No matter what I say, the people of Grand Trad are gonna look down on you. It's times like these where your actions will speak louder than words. When they see you stand up to Luis, it'll be plain who's in the right. There's something foul in the air in Grand Trad. Everyone seems so anxious. Those who oppose us do so with fervor, but there are also those who believe in us. We must press on.
Oh, hell.
Everyone's filled with so much anxiety, now they don't know what to do. Public sentiment is very volatile. At times like this, there's still a way to win. It's so different from when you were last in Grand Trad. Everyone's staring at you with such disdain in their eyes. You must remember you still got people on your side. Let's do what we can. Yeah, here's Hulkenberg, and Heisman's probably in one of the rooms. And Basilio. And so his Highness returns to the royal capital in triumph and glory. In truth, I'd have liked to welcome him back with a grand feast. Ah well, the day shall come when the people too celebrate you in grand fashion. My spear is ever ready to ensure that day comes. It's Maria's room. Maria likes me. She'll let me in her room. I shouldn't need permission. Oh, hey, guys.
Honestly.
First you were Luis's subordinate, then a false prince, and now you have awakened as his true highness. None have walked so strange a path as you, and after all this, you're still meant to be king.
Come on.
Some turnaround, huh? Last time we were here, people were falling over themselves to welcome you. Now the only thing I see in their eyes is fear. Damn it, people, even if he did turn to a monster, Luis is the one making him. That's a fair bit scarier if you ask me. Better bigger and softer than the bunks in the Gauntlet Runner. Yes, let's rest.
Good night.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 31 days remain.
Oh, they changed the transition screen. Like the words of it. So they're probably going to give us like a huge deadline.
To all the people who dwell in this land. This voice? Soon, naught but 1 month will remain. On the dawn of the day of the hero, the one who has inspired the greatest faith of the people shall inherit the kingdom. I bid thee forget not these words.
Wasn't expecting to wake up to such a spectacle, but I suppose that confirms it. This is where it ends.
Luis has already fortified himself behind the palace walls. Good thing we've got a Skyrunner, or it'd already be over for us.
Or perhaps it is us he has been waiting for all this time.
However disturbing the world looks now, 'tis only a prelude to the deadland Luis strives for.
Sky looks proper hellish already. And with all the humans out there, it's no wonder everyone's losing their grip.
Well, he wanted a fair world where strength decides everything. Funny how that's indistinguishable from absolute chaos.
But it's Luis who has the most support right now. And that wasn't born of deception. He broke the nation's order, and everyone knows it.
Sure enough. That's what got Ardell and I dreaming to begin with. Figured a world where the poor and weak get trampled on was a world worth breaking. Come to think of it, what do we all stand for, really?
Justice. The power of friendship. Maybe hope.
Maybe hope.
A little broad, don't you think?
It's a JRPG. Hope is like a staple. Love, courage, and hope. Wild arms.
I don't really know what everyone's talking about, but everyone who's seen you and your friends say you're amazing. You make them really, really happy. Because, you know, you've got all the tribes in your team. Everyone's different, but you keep working together and doing great. You're so cool.
A fair point. You're quite right, Maria. It is a hard thing to word, so forgive my fumbling. But perhaps it is a matter of standing for something Luis does not believe exists. We must prove that it does.
If you keep on believing in what you want, and you keep on working hard for it, it will come true.
That's right, love. I can think of plenty of people who would be much happier if they took a page from your book.
I see now. This is surely the essence of true magic.
Best of luck, Your Highness. After all those speeches about taking the throne, it'll be awfully irresponsible to go dying on us now.
If Luis claims... Sorry. If Luis claims victory, everyone will be sacrificed in his wake. We have to prevent that from happening. Whatever Luis is doing in the royal palace has to be stopped as soon as possible. It's up to us to do it.
Right, thank you.
Well, we'd best keep an eye on the calendar. The king's deadline was the dawn of the day of the hero, so we've got until the day before. And that won't be the end of things either. Even if people come to their senses, it would amount to nothing if Luis sits upon the throne. Personally, I think we should prioritize our main objective here. I'm sure we'd get it done, but we have to make sure we have at least one day to spare before the day of the hero.
We've got a few days left, so it's up to you how we spend them. When we set off, let's do it with no regrets.
I mean, ideally, we're going to want to do it in one day. Obviously.
So Luis is hiding in the floating royal palace here. We have to stop him. I won't accept King Luis. That's...
What the heck does dread mean? I don't know what dread means. No idea.
Let's put an end to this.
Yeah, October 25th. Holy cow. 30 days. It's also 9 diamonds. Yeah, we have a huge deadline. A mission with deadline has begun to challenge the Airborne Palace to depart from the Round Table and the Gauntlet Runner. Due to magical disturbances throughout the kingdom, the entire country is experiencing dread. If that wasn't bad enough, be cautious of inclement weather called blight. Okay, so dread is good weather condition just because of story events. Blight is the one that probably takes our press turn. The abilities of your followers and their support will be indispensable when it comes to surpassing Luis and being crowned. You just take, yeah, I got it. We're definitely not going to go to that royal palace till closer to the end of the deadline. You need to be absolutely sure you're ready for anything before we head in. That place has definitely changed from the last time you were there. Yeah. None of you want to... Oh, you guys need, like, stats. What do you need?
I shall...
If it needs eloquence, which is at rank 3 or 4? Still at 3. Hopefully it's only 4. What do you need? Nothing. I think he just won't talk to me for whatever reason. Garden, we need to kill the worm. Are there new side quests?
All right then.
There's a side quest up here. Let's pick up our side quest first, and then we might honestly go beat up that worm. I'm not quite level level 60, but go to hell, vile human prince. Man, Luis really got everyone riled up, but that's fine, right? What's important is that we don't break over this. I do like this, like seeing the world with under Luis's influence, I guess, for lack of a better word. I probably want to go beat up that worm, even though we're not 60. We're close enough. I feel like we might be able to handle it.
Hello?
That outfit, aren't you the candidate who claims to be the prince? If you're possessed of princely skills, then I have a task for you. There's a place some distance from Altabury called Mount Volcano. Could I ask you to look for the War King's legendary greatsword there? The story goes that ages ago, the War King united the land under his exemplary leadership. Even the sword he carried became the stuff of legends. It's said to be of stunning, awe-inspiring craftsmanship. I've traveled many leagues in hopes of seeing it, and in fact, it's been 10 years since I first set out. It's just that Mount Volcano is a veritable den of monsters. No doubt I died before I found it. That's why I figured I might enlist someone so princely in my stead. Of course, I'll reward you handsomely, and you're sure to find other treasures there. What do you say?
Guess so.
Hard to turn down treasure. Might find something we can use against Luis, or if not, we can sell it and buy something that is useful. What do you think? Want to go to Mount Volcano and look for the legendary sword? Sure thing.
Much gratitude.
You'll really do it? You have my gratitude. I shall, of course, prepare a suitable reward. Not to mention the sword yours to keep. I just want to see it. The sword is yours to keep. I hope they give me a stat for this. Nice, if we could swing it, then we get treasure and the legendary sword on top of it. Sounds kind of worth it to me. Remember, the great sword seal within Mount Volcano.
Let's give it a shot.
Wisdom! Yeah, this will help us get some... I like how it says legendary sword question mark. So, we might be able to get some really good stats from all these side quests, hopefully. That's the dream. Mount Volcano should be around here, despite it being a volcano. Apparently, it's safe. Yo, Volcano Dungeon was only a matter of time. I'm excited for that one. Don't let greed get the better of you. There are dangerous monsters there. Of course, we know the difference between bravery and foolishness. We'll prepare accordingly. Yeah, so we have 30 days. Are there any other side quests here to pick up? There's 2 in this street. If these quests give me stats, then I think we'll definitely get some level 5 virtues. Oh, Yufa, you have a quest. The color of the sky really is eerie. No wonder everyone in town is so frightened. We must do everything in our power to return their lives to days of ordinary peace. I know it isn't the best time, but could I speak to you about something? It's Ovi and the others. Since the incident before, the Sanctus parishioners glare at me if I so much as walk near the church. Oh, I see. I need rank 4 eloquence, and this is your rank. So I need rank 4 eloquence to get your quest and move on your rank in general. What's your quest?
Hey?
Have you forgotten me already? Yes. Some people know me as the Queen of Cuisine, though I suppose that title's a little presumptuous to use in the company of an actual prince. Oh right, we met at Martira. You used to be a chef within the royal palace. Are you still on your journey to perfect the art of cooking? Correct, I once again have need of your talents, that unique point of view that allows you to create such unexpected and powerful dishes.
Whatever will I do?
During the course of my travels, the thought constantly crossed my mind. In times such as these, what can I cook to ease the hunger of those struggling to survive? I speak of those who cannot afford gourmet cuisine. The most they can hope for is simple fare, which fills the stomach but leaves the heart empty. Therefore, what the world needs is a dish that, while comprised of plain ingredients, brings with it a colorful sweetness that brightens the drudgery of everyday life. A dish that's simple yet exciting. I like that idea, but honestly, I have no clue how to make something like that. When I think of food that quickens my pulse, the first thing that comes to mind is the sweet flavor. Nourishing lumby bees are a must. So everyone from wee children to the elderly may eat in comfort. A fluffy texture would be perfect. I see. So we just need to make a dish that uses lummy bees and a fluffy texture. Correct. If you manage to whip up a dish that seems promising, simply return it here and tell me all about it.
Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, I have no idea what dish. Ooh, eloquence. I want to do that like right now.
The world belongs to Lord
A
Louis.
dish that uses lumby bees.
All right then.
Any other side quests?
Where to?
trying to look in like every town, just in case.
All right.
I feel like there are only going to be quests in Grand Trab because that's where the story has us. Oh no, there's one right here. Never mind. I'm just going to pick up all these side quests and I'll think about what I want to do first.